Hello Pisces, welcome to your 2017 Tarotscope reading as it applies to your sign. We'll shuffle cards and we'll draw one to see how this relates to you. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, that's a card. This card represents or often implies sudden and swiftness. It implies travel, sometimes by air. It implies once you start something into motion, be sure that's what you want to be setting into motion, because the momentum that it carries will be almost unstoppable until it plays itself through. It also speaks of a message, and Pisceans definitely have a message to carry, or that they carry within themselves. It's a message that no other has, really. So we have this as it applies to this reading of the year. In January, we have the all gifted. Okay, the all gifted is that omnipotent. It's the God power. It's the ultimate unlimited source of the universe in all of its potentiality. It's limitless in its supply. It's all knowledge. It's all everything. Okay, it's all gifted. The Eight of Wands, as it applies to that, I see that energy coming through as you've got that message to share. That's the first place I'm going with this. You are one of the most intuitive. You are the most intuitive sign of the zodiac. Neptune being your ruler, the creativity, the art, the beauty, the serenity, all of this peace, everlasting and enduring. This message is that you carry within you. The all gifted card talks about the potential and the availability for you to really get that message out and to share that, because that's ultimately that is your deepest core, the truth to you. You see so much, you understand so much, you understand the oneness, the interconnectedness. You look around and you see the disappointing, arguments and petty squabbles and even so much greater the wars and the fighting over this resource and that resource, and you look and say, stop. There is so much here. The abundance is unlimited. There is so much more than enough to go around, and you're only hurting and killing yourselves in the process. This message is certainly yours to share, and the Eight of Wands in the message aspect is there, but it's also in the swiftness and the urgency of this message. And so it talks about that stepping into you and your power and your ability and your responsibility to share that message. You came with this message for a reason, and that message is so very much needed. I don't need to be the one to tell you that. You're well aware of that already. The Hierophant is a card for February here. The Hierophant is a card that talks about traditions and tradition's sake, and the importance to question tradition and be sure that that's the right tradition, the right way to continue on as we go through. Um, why we do what we do. Okay, the deeper understanding and drive there. It's also the card of a spiritual leader, and that spiritual leader to be that one to stand up in front of whoever, whether it be stand up in front of one or 1 million. Okay, the spiritual leader still has this message. Only that spiritual leader, only you have the message contained in you. It may be a similar message, but it is uniquely your message and is uniquely your expression of that message that will reach those who need to be reached. And in this card here, okay, there's it's that suggestion that find your podium, find your platform, and speak your message, share that message far and wide as you can. The card, if I may say. Okay, beginning at the top, up here, if I can do this with my finger, there we go. Okay, this here is, akin to the Godhead, that deep soul knowledge that you've got. This here is coming to that translation of that message of your mental ability, your mental process, and articulating your message. And this here is that peaceful, yielding, way that you would sit and lovingly share that message, just conversation with a friend, kind of a thing. Whoever that may be, friend or long term, or some of you just met 2 minutes ago. But it's that sharing of that knowledge and that sharing of that wisdom, sharing of that divine knowledge and intuition that you've got, your deeper understanding of what things are. So a lot of this is that in that respect is the sharing of you, is stepping into that. The Ace of Wands is that drive and that power that you've got burning within you. It's only your message, as I said earlier, that you carry, that ace. Aces are opportunities. Look for these opportunities to share and make the most of. The all gifted here expresses the potentiality that exists and how potent that is. And add that to this Ace of Wands, the blaze of a fire, the light that you will shine and shed upon a world of darkness. Okay, you understand? This is what I see. Whatever this message is, I don't know. It's not for me to decide. But I'm going to say, even if that message is as simple as, "Hey, follow the directions when you're making popcorn in the microwave." Okay, but you and I both know it's so much greater than that. But whatever your message is, it's uniquely yours. Share it. Okay, there's that dualistic aspect of, you see from both sides. You see, you can be that common bridge between the dualistic nature of, whether it be the masculine and feminine, two opposing sides. Being the mediator between the two. You feel so deeply. You take on those feelings and that stance of who you're conversing with. Excuse me. The Six of Cups in April, okay, is kind of that retreat. Remember the sweetness of life thing. Okay, as I just mentioned, you've got this ability that it's natural. You don't even have to try. It just happens. Okay, and being that it just happens, you need to make sure you take care of yourself regularly. And like I say, retreat. Remembering the sweetness of life, what it is that brings you joy, that you don't become bitter and overburdened with all that you take on from others. the remembering what you did as a child that or in that child that brought about the childlike feelings and excitement of the zest for life, the wonder and the care and the sharing and just the pure innocence and love that a child would share. Okay, that unconditional. Okay, like I said, don't you need to take time for yourself to 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 just get rid of all of that nonsense. Okay, the Eight of Wands, as is your card, your energy representing, also shows in just as it's the urgency of the need of your message, it also shows the urgency and the need of you taking care of you and cleansing your spirit and reviving, refreshing. Take that retreat when needed, as often as needed. Six of Swords is a lot of that. Like I said, very much on this, what I just said, as far as the getting rid of what isn't yours. Okay, you take on, like I said, the emotion and the we'll call it the disease of the world, so to speak. And the Six of Swords says, get rid of that. That's not yours. You're moving towards these brighter, glorious shores across the waters, and taking any of that with you is just a detriment. Okay, leave that all behind. Shed that stuff. Sorry about that. It's that thought process of, okay, sometimes when we get down and we take on all of that thought process of, why am I doing this? Why am I caring? Why should I even care? All of this hurts. I see this. What's the point in all of this? Okay, well, the point is, what it is. Okay, that's that Ace of Wands, that soul message that you've got, the reason why that you're here in the first place for this. Okay, don't become distraught and taking on that negative thought and that negative attitude. Leave that behind. Set it down. Okay, and make sure you don't pollute the foreign shore where you're headed. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles for June is the apprenticeship card. We're all learning. Okay, we're all learning. At the same time, we're all leading and teaching others. We're the student and the master. Okay, you've definitely got some message to share that others will greatly learn from and benefit from. But at the same time, you need to understand and not be caught up in the world, and understand that you've also got yours to learn. You can put the weight on it, how much you want to put onto it. But just as we talk about the ascended masters, we've got Jesus. He spent how many years learning before he taught his message? He shared along the way, of course, but he also learned and to see what was needed, how it was needed to be said, how it would be received, the best way to present, where to present it, where to preach it, where to speak it, where to shout it from the mountaintop. Moses, again, the same way. He had his times when he had to learn. He became the master and the great leader that he was, but at the same time he was also the student and learning this and learning the why it didn't work and so much. So we are at the same time the master, always the student as well. This is something that we need to keep in mind and keep in check and keep in balance. And that's the key right there, the balance of it. Okay. So we'll move along towards this Three of Pentacles over here. The Three of Pentacles is, we all have our part. Okay. You're not here to save the world single-handedly. Okay. Employ those others. You teach others, and they will go out and share and spread that message to those who they resonate with and how they resonate with them. you don't resonate with everybody. You can't reach everybody yourself. Everybody plays their part. So keep in mind that you've got your integral part to play. So does everybody else. Make use of that. Don't exhaust yourself trying to save the world. You save one person. Save two people. Okay? Let them go out and save two people. And so on and so forth. Eventually everybody receives. Okay? So we move to the Ace of Swords. I think a lot of that Ace of Swords is the comprehension and the realization of this Three of Pentacles aspect here. What we just went through in the my nose itched. That we need to employ others in our the message, the sharing of the moving forward, okay, in our goals. We're not as well as everybody out there, better than maybe, that we're not alone, and that we're all connected, and we all need to be, and we need to come to that divine conclusion that we need to operate in that fashion too. The Prince of Cups. This is a very emotional and a very, very spiritual card. At the same time, the Prince is as the Knight. Okay, the Knight is very gung ho. The Knight wants to save everybody. Okay, he rushes in with that very exuberant energy. Okay, but at times we need to slow down and not rush so fast. We need to take a pause and take aim with our our target. I guess what I'm trying to say. Stuttering badly. This particular, he's an angel. Okay, he's an angel with a bow. Okay. Just in the angelic realm of this gives indication to that divine purpose. Okay, divinely guided. Okay, the angel has also, like I said, has the bow with the arrow to be drawn and let loose. The idea on this card here is, like I say, divinely guided. Okay, pausing to reflect. You have that intuition. Listen to this divine guidance. Know where to put your arrow. Don't give in to the, as I was talking about above, in the Six of Swords, where it comes to being distraught with so much negativity, that why is it worth it? As compared to the Ace of Wands, it's very, let's go. I got this message to share. I'm very upbeat. I'm happy, and we got to get this done. Okay, the Ace, the Prince of Cups here, would teeter between the two. But here, the urgency is to pause, to reflect, to slow down, to find this retreat where you can find your clarity and your precision and make your mark. So let's keep an eye on that, our mind on that. Angelic, the divine guidance, hitting your mark, being in control. Okay, these are all attributes, and the passion of the Ace of Wands. Okay, all of these things here feel and lead the magician to his power, I guess you'd call it, to create and to manifest what it is that he's wanting to, what his passion, what his desire is. We don't create anything of substance out of boredom or a blasé attitude or no, we create and we manifest from the very depths of our souls and the core of our being. It's when it's fueled by the emotion that's here in this Prince of Cups. You channel that very intense energy of the Prince of the Knight towards the manifestation. That arrow that he's drawing, that's the goal, that's the aim, that's the direction of the magician. So take take aim, focus it, manifest it, understand and realize it. Okay, I guess is the message on all of that, leading us to that Ten of Cups, which is ultimately for ourselves first, of course, but ultimately that is what we would want for the entire planet, the entire human race, is that sense of contentment, that peace, that that connectedness, that belonging, that we are all part of one another, intertwined, entanglement, whatever you want to, aspect you want to come from. And of course, leading into December's just a joyous celebration. Everybody's there. Everybody's joining in. Okay, the masks are removed. We stand in our as who we are. The full power. Every one of us contributing and celebrating right alongside of everyone else. So that's your message for your Tarotscope reading for 2017. I hope you got something from that. Hope it resonated with you. I am available for questions or further inspection of all of this through more personal readings, or whatever be the case. I can be reached at my website, shaspirit.com. I have email. There's michael@shaspirit.com, and I can be reached or found at Facebook at facebook.com/the Shaspirit. All one word. So anyway, namaste. Have a great year. Thank you.